No!
What?
Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
What was it?
The picture. Ugh, how could I forget it?
Oh yeah, we must have sat down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah. I'm going back. You two go on ahead to the warehouse.
I want to come with you.
Me too.
Nah, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
All right, I'll see you two later. And did I miss?
Right.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
I watched them jog off towards the blue door. Then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna, find Clover, and Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader.
An Ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of a smug grin.
There. Happy? This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it. You see? I can be considerate.
But Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. I ran it back to grab it real quick.
And they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we investigated. Fortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us found anything, and we were no closer to unraveling any increasing number of mysteries we faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Before long, 20 minutes has passed since Dio opened the door. Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
Nah, I'll be fine by myself.
Just don't look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
Okay. That's... I don't think... Okay. Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back. No big deal. Right. See you guys later. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. This takes way too long. It should be just cut out. We don't need to see all this. Huh? That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone, though. Tamiochi and Cork must have been here then. I laid out the floor B map. Huh. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of the long way around. Huh? Looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly. Ugh. Well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot. Might as well head back, I suppose. I packed up the map and was heading towards the door when... Huh? There was light on where there had been light before. What? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable, nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously towards it. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out towards it, slowly. Oh.
So, you finally made it.
No. You're...
I am Zero. I was the one who brought you here.
Friggin' Zero.
You have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky. As you can see, however, this is only a recording.
Oh, dang.
I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions. Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
Ugh. I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile. I kept my bald fist at my side.
Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you. But unfortunately, our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen two things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites.
Okay, let's talk about bugs real quick, alright? Because you know, it's so important to talk about bugs.
In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather odd thing to say. I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound?
No, but on YouTube I have.
They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art. Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space.
Okay.
So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? termite blueprints detailing which room goes where?
I think it's all built into their heads genetically. Just like, oh hey, I have to build this. Like it's my order to. Like they don't have a choice, I guess.
No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create. But a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA. No doubt you see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate. Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites.
Huh.
We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We may be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty. And you are about to catch a glimpse of it. Or have you already? Well, that's enough on that subject, I think. Consider what I've said. Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and, in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you.
A password?
It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1.
Oh, okay, so Dio gave us the number 0 bomb previously. Now we gave the disarm code for bomb 1. Okay, gotta write this down. Gotta prepare. Okay. Bomb?
Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention.
And if you're watching at home, make sure to write this down too, or screenshot this video.
The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
RGJ DXR. BQZ RGJ DXR. Alright, you guys got it? You guys good? Alright. I had no idea what he was talking about. What bomb? Was he saying there was bombs too? If he guessed at my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized. Immediately.
Oh. Dang.
I hope we will meet again someday.
Oh. Friggin' Zero Senior.
We would have much to discuss.
Wait! Goddamn, you can't just spout all that crap and disappear! I found myself yelling at empty air. The hologram disappeared. Ugh. What kind of an idiot does he take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shit. I kicked out a nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Oh crap. I need to get back. Not like there's any point staying here. I spun around and ran out the room towards the warehouse.
Grandpa! Look! Mr. Sigma's back!
Took you long enough.
Where are the others?
In the AB rooms.
They went in already?
Yep.
Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Yeah! Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Oh.
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose Ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, no words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose Ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You get 9 whether you got 2 or 3 points.
Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you. And if we both choose Ally, we both gain points.
True, but we must have considered that I'll choose betray. That means you choose betray to protect
But
yourself.
that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust you?
Of course.
Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this and both ally. Everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you. But I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't just gonna open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it.
How?
I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so.
Okay, so Quark, will you do the same? You won't open the number 9 door?
I swear it. We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too.
Okay, good. They both got
I
the
promise.
words. Okay, so just in case, what if someone else has more than 9 points. Will you follow them? Because technically, you won't be opening the door, but someone else will. You know, just in case. Just in case. Man. So all you got is a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it. Trust me.
Please! You've got to trust us.
Alright. Fine. I'll trust you.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You've got to choose ally. You promised.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room, second from the right. Well, guess I should get moving. Gonna start up, and we're gonna head out, I guess.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
I had to make I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe they would tell him the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like the safe bet. But
Please! You've got to trust us. You've got to choose ally. You promised.
Tenmyoji, I could betray easily enough. But Quark? What the hell was I going to do?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ally.
Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now
Oops, sorry about
opening.
that. I was scratching my chin and the controller was in my hand.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Betray ally. Oh, what the? Really? Really? Wow. Wow. I can understand Alice and Five betraying Dio. Yes, I can understand that. Luna, I'm guessing it was Clover who picked Betray. and Kay choosing ally. But really, Tenmyo, and Quark friggin' choosing betray, even though, hey, we promised to choose ally. Like, we won't choose betray. Just like, really? Really? Man, screw y'all. Nah, screw you. Next time, we're choosing betray. We're choosing betray next time. Screw you guys. Not fair. Not fair at all.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey! What the hell, guys? Why did you betray me?
Quark had nothing to do with this. I made the vote.
Grandpa.
Alright, fine. Why did you break your promise, Tenmyo?
I only promised you one thing. We wouldn't open the number 9 door, even if we got 9 points.
You said you would... Did they really? Come on, we have no reason to betray you. Then what's the reason to betray me, huh? What's the reason to betray us? And it says right here, but that's why we telling you we won't choose betray. You guys are freaking liars. But that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray. You guys are freaking liars. What? So you're not going to
Not
leave?
what I said. Of course we're going to leave.
What?
Look. See Clover over there?
What? Don't tell me. Ooh! Ooh!
Oh no.
Jeez.
That bitch!
Wait. Quark and Tenmyoji have...
The words were barely out of her mouth when Tenmyo and Quark ran past.
No! God damn it!
Clover. Are you really going to leave?
Well, yeah. Why else would I open the door?
God.
But why?
I'm going to go call the others, so we can capture Zero Senior.
Tenmyoji, are you and Quark going too?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry, buddy.
So Sigma, happy? Kept my promise.
You didn't keep your promise that you would choose ally. And I freaking knew that. Just like, oh hey, you said that we weren't gonna open the door. That's why I said, okay, how about if someone else opens the door, will you still go out? Oh, see, I would question every single possibility if I was in this game. Just like, okay, you're not gonna open the door. Okay, what if someone else does? Will you still do it? And they get no response. There's like, of course you will. Of course you'll take that chance to escape. Of freaking course.
Clover opened the door, not me.
I don't care about your freaking technicalities. Like hell I'm happy. That's some shady shit, Tenmyoji.
Say so. I have to get out of here, and that's that. He's got to pay for what he's done.
He?
Zero.
You mean you know who Zero Senior is?
Yeah. No point keeping it a secret now, I suppose. I know exactly who Zero Senior is.
What?
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Let's go. Come on, guys.
Oh.
Time to move.
Right.
Oh, wait! This is for you, Mr. Sigma.
Really? You're giving me something after you guys betray me? Corey tells something else. I looked down to see 2 pieces of paper folded. Two folded paper. What is this?
It's a letter. I wrote it in the director's office before the AB game. I wanted to tell you what kind of guy Grandpa is. So, read it, okay?
Yeah, well, like that'll change my mind about what happened right now. He pressed it into my hand.
See you later, Mr. Sigma.
Wait, was there a pen or paper or some kind of writing device in the director's office? Was there? I don't think so. So how could he? How could he write that? Then he turned and ran towards the door. Tenmyoji and Clover followed in his footsteps. I was so surprised by the letter that I didn't even try to stop them. Before I could think of anything to say.
See you.
Goodbye.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Shit! They're gone.
All we can do now is hope they bring help back.
Indeed.
I agree.
I looked down at Quark's letter and slowly unfolded it. His handwriting was still slightly uneven, but he filled both pages with writing. I began to read. It was a really stormy day when he found me. He said the rain was coming down so hard it almost hurt, but somehow he managed to hear a baby crying. I guess I must have been crying pretty loud. He took me home and did his best to raise me, but he'd never been married or had a kid before, so I think it was really hard for him. He couldn't figure out how to mix the formula, so he was already carrying the directions around with him. Also, I guess I was pretty picky eater, so if he didn't get the water to formula ratio right, I wouldn't eat it. I guess I was kind of a pain, huh? But he didn't give up, and now I'm here. When he found me, I was really small, and he was worried that I might not make it. That's why he named me Quark. A quark is a really small thing, and I was really small too. Grandpa didn't need to worry though, because it turned out that I was pretty tough. When I was 1, he forgot I was sleeping in the bed of his truck and drove off. I rolled out and went out the back, but I didn't even get scratched. I started walking when I was 2, and when he wasn't looking, I fell down the stairs. I didn't get hurt then either. When I was 3, I got really sick. I had a super high fever for a week, but eventually I got better. I guess you could say I'm pretty lucky. Anyway, I didn't really have any more accidents after that, and I was a pretty healthy kid. By the time I was 6, I started helping Grandpa out with his work. His job was to gather junk from abandoned buildings. Then he'd fix it up or pull out the usual parts and sell them. There were plenty of abandoned buildings, but finding good stuff in them was hard. You had to know which part were useful, or you could end up wasting a bunch of time. Every time I find something, he explained to me what it was, how it was supposed to work, and how to fix it, all sorts of things. Usually though, I just wanted to finish up work so I can go to the theater. The theater came to our town once a week in a wagon. They show us old news or movies. I went every single week, but Grandpa only went once in a while, and he only go weeks when they showed movies. Oh yeah, I didn't know that I'd been adopted until I was 7. One of the other kids on my block told me. I guess after Grandpa found me, he looked all over town to try and find someone who'd take me in. The kid from my block actually had a mom, and he asked her if she would take me too. I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked when I heard that. There weren't a lot of kids with parents around, so hearing that someone lived with his actual mom was pretty impressive. I was also kind of surprised that Grandpa had tried to get someone else to take me. Did that mean he didn't want me? The kid who told me about Grandpa trying to get rid of me was a real jerk. He was totally spoiled, and he bragged to everyone about how he had a mom. He liked to come up to me while I was working and say stuff like, "Must be hard not having a mother." It never bothered me before, but after I found out that Grandpa had adopted me, I started thinking that maybe he didn't really want me. If I could work on my own, then he could get rid of me. I was scared to know the truth, so I never asked him. Then one day he took me to a bar in our neighborhood. During the day, of course. He went there sometimes to drink scotch, but I'd never gone before. When we got in, he just walked up to the counter with that grumpy look he has, and I thought, oh no, he was going to make me work here, but I was wrong. I saw him pass something to the bartender, then he picked me up and set me down on the stool next to the counter. The stool was pretty high, especially for a 7-year-old kid, and my legs were just dangling off. It seemed really, really high to me, and I was pretty nervous. Eventually, the bartender came back over with a glass of scotch and another big glass full of something else. As I looked closer, I realized that the second glass was full of some sort of brown liquid with a scoop of ice cream in it. It took me a minute to realize what it was. A root beer float. Ugh, root beer. I never seen one before. I was so surprised. Root beer was even more expensive than the nicest alcohol in the bar. To me and the other kids seemed more like an urban legend than a real drink. But there it was, right in front of me. I stared at the float. I still wasn't sure it was real at that point, and then turned to look at Grandpa. He looked back at me. I didn't know what to do, so I turned to the bartender. He already turned around and moved off though, so I figured he must have put the glass down in front of me on purpose. It still didn't seem like it could be real, and I was just staring at it when Grandpa told me to hurry up and drink it before the ice cream melted. His gruff voice sounded like an angel's. "Is this really mine?" He nodded. Words can't describe how awesome it was. I never tasted anything like a root beer before. The creamy sweetness of the ice cream made my entire head feel light. I felt like the luckiest boy in the world. That's not an exaggeration. I really thought that. The root beer float was delicious, but what made me happiest was Grandpa. When I looked over at him, he was smiling. I know that's gotta be hard for you to imagine, but he really was. Right then, I didn't care whether he found me and adopted me or not. He brought me a root beer float. That made me way luckier than some kid who had a mother, but never tasted a root beer float. Of course, after we left the bar, he was the first kid I bragged to. So Grandpa and I were doing pretty good. Until the fight. I was in a super bad mood that day. I tore in one of my shoes that morning, and some old drunk guy had yelled at me. All the junk I found was totally useless. The day was almost over, and I was fed up, so I grabbed some random trash and took it back to the house. When I showed what I found to Grandpa, he frowned. He started going through each thing I brought back, explaining why they were all useless. I got really mad and just yelled, "I don't care!" Then he got mad, and I couldn't take it anymore, so I ran away. I was pretty upset, and I started thinking that maybe Grandpa only adopted me so he could raise me to work and make money for him. After a while, I went and hid in an abandoned building, but by then I started to calm down and think that maybe I should go back and apologize. It started raining pretty hard though, so I decided I should wait for it to stop. But that was just an excuse. The truth that I was nervous. Part of me knew I'd done something wrong, but I didn't want to admit it. The rain didn't stop though, so I just sat there staring at the gloomy gray sky. I imagined Grandpa coming to get me. It kept raining all night, and he never showed up. You know, I really doubt this could fill 2 pages. Like, front, back. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first I thought I should just ignore it and not get involved, but I went over anyway, and it was Grandpa. He was totally sulked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a little bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He spent all night in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me so long that he collapsed. I was horrible. He heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever God might be listening that if they could only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. He got a real bad fever, and his temperature won't go down for days. The doctor said that if it keeps up, he'd die. If he died, then I'll be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck on to Grandpa, because a week later, his fever finally broke. I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was also a little scared. What if he decided he didn't want a stupid little kid like me around anymore? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man, and that he was probably going to die soon rather than later. He was strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone. But maybe he'd been a little too strict. All the things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me a whole lot. He'd been worried when I ran off, and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened my mouth, I just started crying. I didn't think I'd cry that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and he said, "Of course not." He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that he had to give on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever, even if he said I couldn't. And that was Quark's end. Even though I hated how they lied to us and said, hey, we aren't gonna betray you, so choose ally. I can forgive Quark a little bit, but you know, I can't forgive them entirely. Oh, this is the Tenmyoji end. And Root Beer Veritas. Oh, Tenmyoji's end. And that is 2 endings down. Okay, so let's choose Betray then. And this will most likely be a game over. Let's do this. I won't feel sorry for betraying you.
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen. You ain't coming out this time. No. No way. Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what's the deal?
Quark had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why did you choose Betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing?
You promised that you wouldn't choose Betray.
I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Oh no.
The number 9?
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh!
Why?
Clover, wait!
Clover, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
I'll get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, do you mean... She still thinks someone killed her. That's what she thinks.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Time for me to go.
No!
Please, Clover, wait!
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
Dio left at Clover, his fist raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved towards the door.
Goodbye.
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a masked face.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the notary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
And game over. Well, well, we got a lot of things done. like, well, technically, not really. Like, this was laboratory, so we did all this up to here. I think we got this ending over here, then, oh, but, like, still, this was a lot of stuff. But, I think next stream, we're gonna start back here from the first round of AB games, first round, and we're gonna choose Betray. Don't remember who we betrayed last time. Yeah, don't remember who it was, but anyways, we're gonna be going through here next time, and hopefully we can, after we do this this timeline, we can start continuing on, because we're getting awfully close to ending this game. Not close enough, but we're getting close. We are getting close. But like, we still got a lot of these endings to do. Like over here, like, we don't know the code for the two-headed lion. We don't know how we can find K. We don't know, like, what to do in the 5 minutes. We got a lot of stuff to do. And we gotta get the Quark ending. We gotta get the K ending. Yeah. So, next time on Zero Escape Virtuous Last Reward, we will head back to the first round of AB games, choose Betray, and continue down into the green door and see what is beyond that, what endings we shall get, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, if you're on Twitch, don't forget to follow so you can get email notification or a push notification if you're on your phone when I stream. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you guys get notified when I upload a video, like when I'm streaming and other stuff like that. Subscribe if you haven't, share, favorite, share with all your friends. Check out links in the description below for all my social media links like Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, Twitch, obviously. And I'll see you guys in my next stream or video. Power out. Yeah.